Well, that worked.
Sorry, my mic was off. I don't know if you could hear me, but
Did,
we're on the phone, so you're hearing me over the phone. But I'll be
yeah, I got
darned.
you on volume as well.
All right, well, we'll plan on next Monday at 7:30, just like we did.
All right.
Thank you,
Sounds
Michelle.
good. Thank you. Uh huh. Bye bye.
But I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
Did you know when you shop at Sears Hometown stores, you are supporting your local community? That's right. Your local Sears Hometown store is locally owned and operated by one of your neighbors. Their store offers the best of what Sears has to offer with the top brands and appliances, tools, and lawn and garden. They also offer great financing options that work no matter what you need. Remember to stop by your local Sears Hometown store today and support a local member of your community.
Seven 7:20, Doug and Blaine are here, and we're going to have some fun today.
There he is.
Yeah, there he is.
There he is.
Look, you
I'm
feeling
there.
boxed in, Blaine? You know, I just noticed something. I'm wearing a red shirt. You've got a red Trump cup. Look at Blaine's blue shirt.
Ooh, I never even thought about that. A blue shirt.
Well, I was trying to match the chair so
there-
nobody
he
could
tried
see
to put
me,
it-
but I just missed it a little.
You were going to fade into the oblivion.
Yeah, that's,
Welcome, guys, and wearing my mask.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, wear a mask.
I don't know. Oh.
Did you buy into the mask stuff?
oh, look. Here we go.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Trump 2020. There you go. So how you been? Doing good?
Oh, no, doing good. Doing
Yep,
real good.
yep.
Still a little asleep, but, other than
Well,
that.
you got here before I did.
I know.
And you
Well,
drove like
I
40,
told
50
Blaine,
miles.
didn't I? I
Well,
said-
you told me 5:30,
Well, I know because
and I said, okay, I'll be there at 5:15 because usually you
he
have to
drives
get
faster
Doug.
than I do.
And-
a lot faster than I do.
And instead of 5:15, I get there at 5.
Oh, wow.
Well, there's no traffic on the road. I don't ever drive that.
And,
road.
RDOT has that big project going on between Mountain Home and Ash Flat, which is they're tearing the whole thing up. And so you really never know what you're going to hit out there. So I thought, well, we'll get out
A
of here
little
a
extra
little
time,
early.
yeah. At least they're doing something in North Arkansas.
Yes,
with
they are.
highways, Yeah. Yeah.
Albeit really ripping stuff up pretty good. Yeah.
Well, I've lived here since 1972, and we used to take Highway 62 basically all the way to Pocahontas,
Right.
and then grab 67, go to Poplar Bluff,
Right.
my grandparents' house. This is the first time that they've done basically anything
Yeah.
on 62 East.
Yeah. And boy, are they doing it.
That's
I
about
bet
time.
it looks even worse. It's been longer since they've done anything between Pocahontas and Corning.
Oh, for
Oh,
real?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That road looks the same as it did with my.
That road's like poured concrete from the 40s.
Literally, no joke. Yeah, you go through past Dado and Success and all that, and you get that clump, 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 clump. I remember on Highway 67.
Did you just say Trump, 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 Trump?
Yeah, that's what it said.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Even in the days in a '65 Chrysler with polyester tires
Yeah. Polyester.
with fiberglass belts, thump, 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 thump. Anyway, well, let's talk a little coronavirus.
Well, the coronavirus, that's a subject that we on our show. Blaine and I have a radio show, by the way. You can catch it here at Mountain Home. It does come down into the north side of town. It's 99.3 out of Houston, Missouri. Carries it live, but you can
Oh,
also
I get it well.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, 99.3? Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
at 6 a.m. on Saturdays. Doug and Blaine explain the game. Blaine, trying to look wherever he's at on the screen, and Doug and Blaine explain the game, and we have a great time. It's every Saturday morning, And but if you don't catch it there, you can go to our Facebook page, Doug and
That's
Blaine,
right,
explain
yeah.
the game, and you can listen to it anytime you want to.
There you go.
You know,
Post a link to the SoundCloud site.
Yeah,
and
SoundCloud,
you
yeah.
can pick up their old shows or whatever you want to do.
But we are sick of the coronavirus. Am I correct?
No
Blaine?
pun intended.
that is the proper way to put that.
We do
We're
everything
looking
we can
forward to January or
avoid.
to November the 4th when we can be done with it.
Yeah, because November. I don't know.
It'll
if you
be
know
over
this.
November
Yeah,
4th,
November 4th. Coronavirus ends.
It's over.
And impeachment begins.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's impeachment season.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean,
You think it'll wait that long? I mean, Pelosi's already talking about it.
well, she's talking about it now, but it takes
She had
Pelosi a
mentioned
while.
what they're going to impeach him for.
It takes her a while to sober up, man.
I'm not sure how you write up the articles of impeachment to say orange man bad.
Well,
but
there's got to be room for Orange Man Bad in there somewhere, because that's what this whole thing is and the coronavirus numbers, we were talking about those. Man, folks, if you think that those are straight up and down, by golly, that's the numbers. Yeah. You really got to investigate
At
this.
one point back earlier in the year, we were running almost 40% false positive.
Yeah.
40. That's
Yeah.
4 out of 10.
Yet in the
Well,
40
and now in the schools, you're going the other direction.
Yeah.
Because, there are kids going into quarantine at different schools around that haven't tested positive. They were around somebody who was around somebody that tested positive.
Yeah.
And they're in quarantine.
Well, they're in quarantine for 14 days. I mean, missing volleyball games or basketball or football or whatever.
I've never seen.
Blaine's from Walnut
it's
Ridge. He said
ridiculous.
their whole ninth grade team is.
Yeah, the junior high and senior high both. Senior high volleyball usually has 15 kids on it, and there was like 8.
They're
last
lucky
night.
to get 6 on the floor.
It's ridiculous.
I mean, at some point we have to realize, number one, a virus, the antidote is coming. I mean, and Trump has them on the fast track. The FDA's on the fast track. This thing's going to happen, and whether or not you want to take it, that's up to you. That's a whole nother discussion.
Yeah.
I mean, people discuss not taking the flu shot. Oh, I don't want to. I mean, everybody has their own opinion about that, and that's not a right-left thing. That's just people have opinions about that particular subject, and so but it's going to be here. At that point, we're pretty much. Can we just say over this thing? I mean,
I'm ready.
Yeah. I mean, I'm tired of it. I'm very, very and tired of the weird mask rules.
Oh my!
Oh
my goodness!
So coronavirus attacks you from the door of the restaurant to the chair.
But not at the chair.
But it stops attacking you.
No. It attacks you at the chair until there's a drink on the table.
Right. Yeah. Once they sit down,
then,
tea
or salsa or
tea
something.
runs it off. Salsa, it's scared of salsa like you've never seen. I mean,
it doesn't
and
spread
something
it right.
else that the coronavirus can't travel 6.1 feet. It's only 6 feet.
Yeah, 6 feet.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, no. There's different rules because at the football games, I've seen the cheerleaders have to wear masks because when they're yelling, apparently it can travel 12 feet.
Wow.
So
Outside.
cheerleaders on a track, 25 feet from anybody, have to wear a mask to cheer, which makes it real easy.
He coaches wrestling. They allow wrestling. You just can't shake hands after the match.
And he was telling us all about the. So they're out there. They're rubbing two bodies writhing around on the floor, right? And
they're not sweating a bit.
Yeah, not sweating at all.
No.
I mean, they're trying to flip each other over and 1 point, 2 point, and this, that, and the other. And then at the end of it, they got to go.
Yeah. You can't shake hands.
Yeah, can't shake hands.
Oh, no. I think my favorite one is my daughter tells me yesterday that every 14 minutes in the bus ride to the volleyball game, they have to switch seats.
Why?
I'm sorry, that got me.
Exactly. They have to switch seats.
Why?
Because the coronavirus will catch them if they sit still, I guess. I haven't figured that one out yet. But, you have to switch seats on the bus, and you're not supposed to sit by the same person. Now, you're packed into a bus.
Let me get this straight. So what you're doing, in essence, is you're sitting by somebody catching the coronavirus. then moving said body to the next seat so the next person can catch the coronavirus.
Well,
First, you got to have it, though, right?
I think the reasoning is
at least a false positive. At least a false
according
positive.
to the athletic department for the state, you have to be around somebody for 15 minutes to catch it. So it's kind of like the 6-foot rule. If you're around them for 14 minutes, you won't catch it. So you can move in a closed bus, a big tube. I'm not sure how that's supposed to work, but anyway,
My grandson is in quarantine. He tested positive for coronavirus. So we had him on the weekend. So we have to go get tested. So my wife's in quarantine at home from the school. We're tested. We're not positive. His mother and her boyfriend are tested. His father and his girlfriend are tested. No one is positive. Now you're going to tell me that those children have coronavirus, and if it's a danger to us, now they may have it, but if it's a danger to us, none of us caught it, not one. And we're an affectionate family. We're not Italian, but we're honorary Italian. I mean, we're huggers and kissers, I mean, so, I don't get it.
The funny thing, go out here to Orstland's, they've got concrete blocks.
Right.
Then they got landscape timbers. Mm-hmm. Enter, exit. It comes out L-shaped here, so if you come in here, you go in. I guess that landscape timber keeps the coronavirus here or here.
Well, everybody knows coronavirus doesn't travel over 4 foot off the ground.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's what that's about.
That's kind of like
well, then you're
tetrahydrofuran.
safe by default.
Yeah, I am. Exactly. I'm way up here, so, I'm good. Because coronavirus only travels at knee level.
Apparently,
yeah. It's really hard. If you listen to our show on Saturday morning, we'll explain it all to you. No, we won't. We won't even talk about coronavirus.
We will talk about how stupid it is.
Yeah.
That's about the extent
stupidity.
of it.
And the timing of it. How ironic that we get this in March of an election year.
Can you believe it?
And the market was so good. We're up at 29,000 at Dow Jones. We had low
unemployment at 3.2, I think.
Gasoline prices have dropped under $2. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, can you believe it? The world gets a virus? Oh. It's probably coinkydink.
How good would it be right now if the liberal states would just open up?
Oh, wow.
It'd be over.
Yep.
I mean, the market would go nuts.
Yep.
Forget 28,000, it'd be 40. if New York and California and Illinois and all the rest of these liberal states, Pennsylvania's going to open up now. You saw the court case, I'm sure.
Yep. They lost.
Yeah, the liberal governor lost. Freedom won.
Yep.
I think that's supposed to happen here.
Yeah, I think so.
When
Governor Hutchinson came out with this 2-week deal, okay, we can deal with this in March. Then 2 weeks turned into 30 more days, and 30 days turned into 60 more days, and 60 more days turned into however many long, and we're still under it till like...
You know what it is with Asa. He gets to be on TV every day. Now, come on. I know you guys are buddies. I know that. Okay.
Well,
yeah. But,
he hasn't called me about this yet.
Well, me and Blaine are not on the, let's just say that we're not on the Christmas card list.
I won't be up for this one, let me tell you.
Yeah, just having us on our show pretty much put you off the Christmas card list. I'm going to tell you right now.
Oh, hey, it's 7:30. Let's take a break. Be right back. We're taking Blaine after this.
Driftwood Lanes. Fun happens here.
Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire Barbershop today, a unique gentleman's barbershop. Get back in style with 2 experienced licensed barbers who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and are happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 1041 Highland Circle, Suite 55 in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home. $7:35, and of course, Doug and Blaine are here, and we lost Ruth Bader Ginsburg on Friday, and we mourn the loss of a Supreme Court justice. But you hate to hear the loss of life, but
yeah, I've hated to hear the loss of life for years with the partial birth abortion, and I'm sorry, man. I do. I never, ever like cheer for someone to pass away. That's just wrong. That's just wrong on every level.
Right.
Okay. But when we do talk, they talk about legacy. They feed like, well, she has a legacy. Yes, she does have a legacy. And yes, she did help women when she first came out. She did help women find and define their place in society. I agree that she was part of that era of person. And because of her place in life, she was able to do that. But let's talk about recently, okay? We know that over 60 million children have been aborted since Roe v. Wade. This woman was a champion of Roe v. Wade and sat in there for how many, 20?
30.
Was it 30 years? 20, I thought it was 27, but anyway, yeah. She sat in there for that many years.
Was she a Clinton appointee?
Huh? Yeah, 93, so it would be 27 years.
Yeah, 27, wow.
And she was in there and championing partial birth abortion, that's the most heinous thing you can think of, partial birth abortion. There's nothing on earth you can think of that's more vile.
I don't know, selling the body parts of them.
Selling the body parts was that was a classic move.
But she
right
was
there.
a big Planned Parenthood supporter too.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, you were bringing up that in that particular case, Kamala Harris prosecuted the
the journalist.
Yeah, the journalist instead of the Planned Parenthood for selling body parts.
I mean, we were talking before the show started. I think we were in Washington D.C. when that broke. Like, they're doing what?
Well, they're big supporters of free speech.
Yeah,
freedom of the press, and that's why you would sue a reporter that just tells the truth and shows them in their own words. Obviously.
We were talking, Dennis Dennerdale comes in on the last Wednesday of the month, and over the last 2 years, we've been talking about chronic wasting disease in deer and how morbid it has to be because these guys they find a deer alongside the road, they actually have to test it, and they have to have the brain to do that. Mm-hmm. So this is pretty gory.
Right.
Yeah. And yet, we have an aborted child that's dead, and you're selling the body parts?
And that became such a side note of the news. I mean, and how do we overlook that?
What's amazing about that is the way Project Veritas leaks that stuff. It's dribs and drabs, and they take a month to allow the media to say something, and they'll talk about it in this case, and then the media will say, oh, it's an isolated incident, and then they bring up another one, and another one and another one, and they leak it over a month, and it still never gets to the news.
Give you a little secret. Project Veritas, it's operated by James O'Keefe. Yep. His grandfather lives right back over here.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah, we were sitting in Las Vegas one day.
He's a townie.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah, lives over back near me. Or at that time, we were in Vegas in 2013, and James said we'd been together several times on radio in the days. And I said, we're broadcasting back to Mount Loma, Arkansas, 97.1 at the days when we were over at Mountain Talk. He said, oh, my grandfather lives on Spring Street.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so we got ties to Project Veritas right here. I don't know if his grandfather's still here or not, but
So the election's coming up, gang. I mean,
hallelujah.
what
Is
are we
there an
at?
election?
Yeah, there's an election. Did you know that? Well, that's what we have.
Oh,
Coronavirus.
yeah. That's the end date for the coronavirus.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Well, it
Well,
stops the
I'm
day
there now.
after.
Yeah.
It's the day
So
after.
how many? Now I put out. I know you're on my Facebook. I put out my prediction for this thing, and I want to put it on the air here too, because I really believe that this whole Supreme Court thing is going to happen this way. I do believe that it's going to be Amy Coney Barrett.
Yeah,
I just do, because she's
Yeah.
been vetted.
yeah.
She's ready to go.
They already got the votes.
Yeah, already got the votes, and I also believe that this election will be decided by the Supreme Court. There's no doubt about it. There is so much rampant cheating going to be happening in these late ballots.
Okay, let's start with the mail-in ballot.
Yeah.
Okay, we've seen the map online of every county that's been blue or red.
Right.
Okay, which means that, let's take Arkansas. I'll talk Baxter County. Candace Reese. Okay, she's the county clerk, I think is the proper name for it. Or county circuit clerk. I forget what the title
County clerk.
is.
She does a thing down there. Yeah.
She takes care of the election. So in other words, on voting day, she reports it to the Secretary of State, who then clears it to the Attorney General, and then once that's done, it goes to the national. Now, if we're mailing in a ballot, shouldn't it go to our local county clerk?
Absolutely, because they're the first step in the process. But no.
So if you said, oh, well, I can vote by mail, and it goes to Omaha, Nebraska, guess what? It ain't going to be counted here.
No.
And that's the problem I have.
Yeah. Well, and that's not the only problem. I mean, Blaine.
Well, no, the number of problems are legion.
Yeah.
The fact that the post office is a government service and they're not very good at their jobs.
3 weeks ago, I ordered a 45 RPM spindle for a
Yep.
phonograph that I gave to my grandson, son, and daughter-in-law. It's just a standard BSR, holds 5 little 45s. Found it in Chicago for $5, $3 shipping. Okay, less than $10. It's going to Murfreesboro, Tennessee. So I love tracking this stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, it goes from Chicago to Oxford, Mississippi. From
course.
Oxford, it goes to New Orleans. From New Orleans, it goes to Nashville. Then to Murfreesboro.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I ordered a phonograph needle out of New York. There's a great dealership up there. Goes to Trenton, New Jersey. Guess where it went from Trenton?
Back to New
Canada?
York.
San Juan, Puerto Rico.
I thought it was going to some stupid.
They
I
missed
could
that
put
left
4
turn
of
at
them in Doug's
Albuquerque.
pocket. That's how big this thing was.
I'm
It
telling
wound
you.
up going from San
what it is.
Juan to New Orleans to Chicago to Memphis to Fayetteville to Mountain Home. I could have gone to New York 3 times and picked it up.
Not for $3.
Not for $3, no.
For $3, you get every bit of the U.S. Postal Service's ineptitude. You get all of that for $3, Dale. For $3. What are you griping about? I mean,
Well, my
How
photograph
many
needles
times-
always wanted to travel.
How many times do you open up your mailbox and there's mail for somebody else on your street? Somebody else that's not even on your street.
Well, you
They're-
know,
it's the same number and it's like
Very
half town
seldom
over.
here.
Yep.
Very seldom for me.
really.
Yeah,
Oh.
very, very seldom.
I get something every week.
Really. No, watch, I'll probably have 14 pieces that go.
Yeah,
That's right.
I get literally mail for somebody that I'm at 86 on the street, and this lady's at 6, and I always get her mail. Always get her
Really?
mail. And the postman is the post delivery guy has been delivering that street forever.
Well,
So, but then the bottom line is,
if you overlook the Postal Service angle, you know, the fact that it's a government service and the government stinks at everything, so it's not going to be done right. Overlook that. The voter rolls. Anybody that's ever run for office and walked streets on the voter rolls, they don't live there.
Yeah.
I've had
Sometimes
doors
they,
that I went
sometimes
up,
they don't live.
I was on the way to go up and knock on doors, and you look. I figured this out in Hoxie after a little while. You look and see if there's an electric meter on the side of the house. If the meter box is still there, maybe somebody lives there. But
if there's no
there's
meter,
50 houses in Hoxie. And Hoxie's 3,000 people. That you go up and knock, and there's nobody there. Nobody's lived there in who knows how long. And you look and the people are still voting. So what good does it do to send them a mail-in ballot to that address where there's nobody living there? All you're doing is inviting fraud.
And yet they fuss about voter ID.
Yep.
I've used the same bank since 1972, and I still pull my driver's license. Hey, can you cash this check? You know.
Yep.
Everybody knows my name. Do you have
Well,
some ID?
That's why ballot harvesting is going to be such. Folks, they hear the word ballot harvesting, they don't understand. There's going to be a huge problem with ballot harvesting coming up. Just the problem is going to be unreal.
Well, have you seen that cartoon where Hillary Clinton's standing in front of the cemetery, she's talking to her voters?
That's a good one.
We're about 20 seconds away from 7:45, so we'll go ahead and grab the break. More with Doug and Blaine right after this.
At MSI, they're not just another trash service. They're your friendly, family-owned and operated trash service, providing residential, commercial, and roll-off pickup. MSI offers competitive rates and services 5 counties in the north central Arkansas area. Various dumpster sizes available for commercial and accommodating you with weekly pickup for your convenience. Call Tammy or Kathy today at MSI. MSI Trash Service, small enough to know you and large enough to service you.
At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we are here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we have installed a convenient drive-through window for all your to-go and pickup orders. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and ask us about our daily specials for a low price to feed the whole family. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely